that concept of those traders who are only trading, I think it potentially is a disservice to themselves, because that sense of having multiple streams of income, first of all, gives you more peace of mind financially, which you have to be. You can't have peace if you don't feel financially secure. So talk about that as well. Am I correct that everybody in this tribe has other streams of income? It's not just trading, not just investing. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much nobody in our trading group relies on trading for their income. It's
Mhm.
more like growing their nest egg over time
Yep.
is the general idea. But yeah, I mean, everyone has like a normal job, or well, not a everybody has an abnormal job, I should say.
Yep. Yep.
Everyone has a
Yep.
crazy job, but all of us still rent out our man hours for money at this present moment. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I just think it's
We all kind of just like it too.
yeah, I get that. I get
We
that.
all just like our job, so we kind of just stay in.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty funny though,
diverse?
Kim. It's pretty funny because there's a couple of guys in our group that are like literal world champion surfers, and they're highly intelligent and like super smart guys. And
Mhm.
they're the best at what they do, like literally at something that like millions of people would kill to be as good as them.
Mhm.
And sometimes they aren't the best at trading, and it's got to be so hard to stomach the
Mhm.
idea that you can't get it right
Yeah.
with the trading stuff.
Yeah.
But trading is really, really hard. And the
Yeah.
things that the only reason that they're so good at surfing is because they've put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours into something that had extreme passion about.
Yeah.
And that's the only way that you're like for trading, like it's different with investing. Like, you can just have a really, really good knack of identifying great companies long-term, and then have a strong stomach and, be kind of at the tip of the spear, as Ryan said, as far as like, having a really good eye for like seeing emerging technology and innovation and trends. But like for trading, like trading, like unless you're really passionate about it, forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should be doing something else,
It's the most competitive game in the world that never ends. And I also think it's just like the ultimate school of enlightenment, because it's going to reflect back to you every place that you have an attachment, where your ego is involved, what you're afraid to miss out on. Like, all of it is going to be just spotlit by the market. It just seems to find every shadow that any dragon they haven't been with is going to come up and out in the trading. So I think it's a great school of enlightenment, but it's hard. It's going to be hard.
Well, you get to know yourself really well when you become a trader. It's funny too, because I feel like younger guys feel like they're up against a casino in the stock market.
Yeah.
They feel like I think that's how they approach it. Like they're
right.
kind of like have that gambling mentality where if they're up, they're getting money from some force of nature that's like the casino, and they're making money from the casino basically.
Yeah, the way they describe it's crazy.
Where like I look at it like you're competing, like you said, like you're competing with the smartest people on the planet, and they are whip sharp and just savage about taking your money, and the smartest computers on the planet now. Like you're literally competing with artificial intelligence as a trader these days, and a shorter time frame. The more you're competing with those entities, those people, and those computers, and like. They say like 80% of people who try to invest and trade their own money end up losing it all, or underperforming the S&P 500 by
much higher.
Higher than that? Is that what it is? Yeah, you probably
so.
Yeah. So, I mean, 5 or 10% of the people are taking 90% of the people's money.
Yep.
And that is a competitive landscape. And so, I mean, I don't know. I just tend to like always remember that when I start thinking about making trades.
For sure. It keeps you humble. And I do think trading is harder for those who are in a sense, at the top of their game. And you see this a lot too with people who come out of like the corporate world where they've had a lot of success. I can imagine it's the same in sports. When you are at the top of that food chain and then you go into the market and are so humbled, that sense of, if I just work harder, then because that you can't help but take what got you to the top of your success in the other industry you're coming from and think that's what you have to apply to trading. But it's just it's like a paradigm of a different world and isn't just working hard. That's what kind of strikes me about what you both how you both got lit up about investing in the first place and trading, was that sense of seeing something outside of just working hard. Not that you both aren't willing to work hard, but there's like that big picture thinking that I think is really, it's so part of what has to get developed for traders. That ability to see that big picture, because that is what you're up against. It isn't just another trader. It's all traders that you're up against. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see the full episode, please click here. I hope you have subscribed to the Wall Street Coach podcast. And if you haven't, it's time to do so. See you on the next podcast.